It is.
Getting used to it. Ah, man, I'm gonna go to sleep. I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, come on, man. We're barely starting.
No, no, I just want to say hi.
All right.
I'm tired.
Thank you
Ready?
for
Taking
coming
a
by,
nap.
and thank you for coming by.
Yep. Oh, bye.
So, thank you for coming to Charles and Chat, guys. Let's get started. Got less people today, I guess. Maybe because it's Wednesday. I don't know. People are exhausted after today's training session. FOMC is always wild. Wild, 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 right? Especially if you get to catch a move high to the upside, and then you don't get you get greedy. You see a bull fly, you get greedy. You want to hold it, and then it breaks lower. Trying to buy the dip, it holds, works for a little bit, then it breaks down. I think the best entry short today that the market gave. I'm actually gonna do it right here. Because this is what happened, right? Um, this the 10% extension is always good for to end the move, right? Meaning that from this move forward, a bounce over between the 50 and the 32 retracement. 10% extension hits. That should be your target for longs and possibly entry for shorts. But entering a short right there was hard. I mean, I think once it touched, it just came down, right? And it's all about reactionary and news and everything. And when this happens, what you're looking for is continuation with it. It didn't have, right? If you bought some options right here on SPX and it does this, I mean, those options would have gone super bad. You get stopped out, or you just start getting depressed because it's super red. When it goes like this, it's obviously green, and then when it goes like this, obviously even greener, right? But the idea is that shorting, not getting this entry and shorting this area, it was pretty tough, right? But um, but I think after a move is made and you have your first green candle like this, right? Because this is 5 minute candles. Um, Obviously, it went higher, but not for long. And I mean, if you're thinking that it's gonna make the next leg down, shorting the 618 is always a good idea. Even though it went higher, but I mean, for how long, right? Use 1 minute candles. I never use them, but I mean, for how long, right? Less than a minute. It went above the 618 and didn't even close the candle above the 618. So I think that's not even the best entry that it had, because obviously it went higher on the 618. You start doubting yourself that if it's gonna work or not. But I think this entry right here was the best right here, that 50% right here. And I think it's because it's the best because the at the same time, let me see. All right, at the same time on the Qs, if you anchor it like this, you're also a retracement, right? And I think it's from the highs what I saw. Either or you're a retracement also on the Qs and the 50 and the on the 5 minutes. So this was a better entry with a lot more points. It slices through the 10% on ES as well, and that would have been a nice entry. Right, 50% retracement right here. It slices through the 10%, and you take it to where the momentum ends, or all the way to a 50% retracement, right? But yeah, pretty hard. Um, Pretty hard to trade on this area, but this other entry was better. And this one did not offer an entry, honestly. The market really didn't bounce that much before dropping even lower. A bunch of opportunities, right? Now, give me a second. All right. So, all right, we're gonna take a look at the broader outlook to see if there's a. Um, Actually, let's talk about the close. All right, a little bit about the close. This is a close right here. Have you noticed the volume is lower right here because this is after hours already? right? So this is a close. Whenever you don't have some kind of retracement at the close, like this, so it's everything is like going down. This is what we call a spike, right? So this is a spike. Only sellers bring it down, right? And I mean, sellers overwhelming the buyers, right? And this, whenever that happens, the next day you have to be careful to where the spike is, right? Because if tomorrow we open above the spike, because the spike kind of starts right here, right? At this area, which is 3780. If we open above the 3780, you have to remember that the last shorts on the at the end of the day where there's heavy volume, the last sellers are gonna be underwater at the open. So that will push the market higher, right? That will bring not push the market higher, but bring buying pressure into the market. So it's up to new sellers to bring it back down, right? Because the market starts moving forward even harder, then you have a big move up, right? So that's something to watch for. If we open lower than this, then that's not a worry, right? Then let's continue its party downward. All right. So we're gonna take a look at the daily. You guys already know the broadened outlook of the market, where we bounced right here at the 50% from COVID lows to all-time highs and everything. So we just gotta take a look at this perspective, how we're looking at different peaks, right? From different scenarios, right? So from this peak right here to this low, we rejected the 618, right? From this right here. From this peak right here to this low, we're roughly rejecting the 50%. So no matter how you slice it, this is dropping at key levels for bears, right? For bears from this peak and from that peak. Oh my god! Hold on, my breaker switch just pop off. Hold on. All right. So, hold on. All right. Can you hear me? I think you can. So that's what we have. And now, from the other perspective, we made this move higher, right? So we have different Fibonacci perspectives to the move high. So where can the bulls pick it up, right? So from this peak to this run up right here, you're basically looking to bounce roughly around the 618 retracement on ES, right? And from this low, from the complete move, oops, I was not meant to bring this one higher. You're bouncing at the very first one at the 32 retracement, right? So very key nuance right there. From this move, from this peak though, you basically repeat the whole thing, right? So this is a key area at this low on this one because it made 100% retracement off of that. But from this low right here is still not at a level that you would say like it's bearish still, right? They could actually bounce right there, even though we have already downward breaks of a trend line and whatnot, right? So you have to keep that in mind. I think it's if you notice, there's this daily 20 reacts a lot on this market, so we close below it, and we have to watch out for that, right? We're gonna top out of this candle at the daily 20 and then drop and whatnot. So we keep that in mind. And I think the NQ where they based at, it's basically if you see this hourly, we do have a lot of points of confluence right here at this low. So we did trade below it a little bit, but this low is going to be important, right? Have a bunch of wicks that's getting bought up right there, right? It's like an area. You would call it an area right here. So on the FIBO perspective though, you look at this from this low that we just did to this high, we're basically dingling with the 618 retracement right now. It did close the candle below it. Um, that's indication for going lower. You would like to see a few more points, something like a close, like a good close, not right on it, right? Just give it some space, a good close, so the odds are brought to bring this market lower right here. But let's say that this level does not hold and we actually sell down. You'll be looking at much deeper levels on the Qs, like these two equal lows right here, and this candle low that also has action intraday right here. So obviously, like if you break those lows, then you're aiming for the 100% retracement of the whole move, right? That will be my takeaway of the Qs. Now, I do think that the market can bounce, but it may be on specific areas that may be on it. So after this move today, I will say that the market either has some balancing, and you have to find something that will have the strength or not, right? One of the reasons that the market may bounce is the dollar index. So this is the one I'm looking at, and you guys seen that I posted a swing on GDX, and it's all based on this, because if this is the top of the dollar and we actually break down from here, the gold is gonna perform well, right? And GDX is gonna bounce very nicely. So that's the whole idea of it. If anything, it'll be better to short UUP, right? Get UUP puts. It says the ETF for $1. Instead of going for gold, right? This probably would be a better trade. Gold is showing signs of accumulations, so I just wanted to go with it, and it goes. Andy is also doing a swing on GDX, so might as well. I thought it was a good level to buy, even though I'm down on it. Obviously, it went even lower. But yeah, as a whole premise, so the market, if the dollar has some selling pressure off of this 618, because I'm taking this high to this low. And if the market does have some selling pressure off of this, and it starts coming down and makes a full retracement or something, a chair, however you want to call it, then I will say that the gold is gonna rise, right? Because at this point and forward, and the market may bounce because of that too, right? Because this you actually ended. Let's look at the weekly real quick. This little bit of series of higher highs and higher lows, right? So you have a high, your low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, lower high on the weekly. So if this is a change of trend for a dollar, I don't know if it's gonna. It may drop, or it maybe go back to the weekly 20, like has done it in the past, trade sideways into it or whatnot. But that will bring some relief to the market, and equities can jump or whatever, right? But this is a whole idea, watching the dollar index and knowing where it's at, and knowing the possibilities of making a lower high and then start coming lower, right? Start doing some kind of channel, or basically break lower, right? So I'm thinking, let's do a little channel right here, see how it looks like. See how it looks like. No, I'm not convinced by the channel, but I do recognize the 618 and the big level at 112, 30 something, right? So the market can do that. And also another thing, noticing that today, we had a pretty big down day with, I guess you can call it fear. There was no fear, actually. The VIX didn't care, right? The VIX is down on the day. This is the open of the VIX last time. right here. No, actually, it's higher, right? Well, the VIX is down. I'm sorry. Is it positive? Is this a new candle? No, the VIX is up from prior day close from this, but it's nothing. I mean, it's nothing, right? I mean, look at this thing. It's just nothing, right? It dumped on the FOMC, I guess, because of the upside that we had, but it did not recover anything, right? So there was this lackluster action on the VIX. It's very lackluster, so I have to put my doubts into this drop, right? And and I also look at the scanner that I have, and I mean all the setups that I have on for tomorrow are bearish. All the setups. None on the scanner puts me a bullish setup. Actually, it puts me X-ray only. And I don't even think it's bullish. It's just probably some error. And so, with that in mind, we also have to notice that there's other markets, right? There's other markets in this thing. Let me see. Dow futures, right? So the Dow futures almost reached this trend line right here and sold off before it. They are holding way higher, obviously. For some reason, this market is super strong right here, and it's not even at a retracement right now. So it's holding. It didn't even pull back that much, right? So it's worth noting that, and also the Russell. The Russell. I think the key for tomorrow may be on the Russell. The key is on something else, right? All the time, not on the SPY. But the what I see right here is a clear bounce out of the daily 20 at this lows right here. After hours, right? On this new daily candle. Lows at on Russell are the daily 20, which also gets me exactly the 50% retracement of this last push higher. And if I do this to a deeper level, then I'm looking exactly at the 32 retracement. So I have my heavy doubts on the drop of this market based on this. Off of everything that I talk about, I think this is my main takeaway that the market may bounce tomorrow and the upcoming days, right? And if this is what's going to happen, if this is the key area, if Russell is the one that's going to do it, then obviously my place for the upside should be focused on small caps. And I'm going to leave you guys with some homework. I would like you guys to give me setups. If you haven't right now, I mean, throw them at me, right? Throw them at me. And if you don't have them, look up, DM me with the setups tonight, tomorrow morning, very early, and we can analyze them because Russell, I mean, there's a ton of small caps that we can take a look at, right? And even though like there'll be some names, something I won't have earnings, right? Like in CVNA has earnings tomorrow, I believe. So yeah, but I guess whatever. I don't know if we can find something, right? Everything's gonna look bearish, obviously. If you can find something that may hold something for tomorrow, you know, let's say DraftKings may have a chance tomorrow, even though it has earnings soon, and we actually have pen earnings before the open, I believe, right? Yeah, before the open. So we gotta watch out Penn and DraftKings for tomorrow. But I like to see if we can find something on yeah, some kind of small cap. I don't know which one. I don't know which one yet, right? I like Beyond. I like what Beyond has been doing, but I mean, Have to watch how that it holds its daily 20 tomorrow. It's just everything that you look like you're gonna be looking at it as a red candle and thinking like this thing is gonna go lower, right? But be open minded. Be open minded because of that low on the Russell futures. So and to this right now to this time, I have not found the small cap that I want to trade. You know, let me see. Um, Russell 2000 major components. Major components. So we have SWAV, right? Good opportunity right there. We have BHBN. Not very convinced. ARTX. I don't know. We gotta find something, guys. We gotta find something. RBC. We'll find something. Oh, we may have found something right here. So I don't know. Let's if anybody can find, it doesn't have to be on the Russell. It has to be just some kind of TXRH, Texas Roadhouse. um, some setup, guys. Some setup on the Russell that we can take. That'll be great. All right. I think for tomorrow, I'm also gonna be looking at SOXL, and this one's gonna be for the downside. SOXL and SMH, which are semiconductors ETFs from different companies. Specifically because AMD didn't hold anything on earnings, and Qualcomm also had earnings, I believe. They dropped heavily, so this one is already at let me see, this one is already at those lows right there. So we're gonna look to see if that gaps holds and drops lower. If we're gonna see if there's a gap fill on it. You can see that if it drops, it has a level right here on the weekly for a breakout area. Let me see if I can bring some more weeks. Yeah. So this clear breakout area, this other high breakout area. This other high breakout area. Those right there, right? So Qualcomm's gonna open around that tomorrow. We're gonna have to see if there's any gap fill or something that could be stopped right there too, and see if the whole Nvidia, AMD, and all those names have any further downside, right? AMET, like I say, Nvidia, AMD, AMET, Wolf, LRCX, Qualcomm, MBU, all those names. Do you guys have any questions or suggestions or something that you want me to analyze to look at? I'm open. This is your time. All right. Can you guys hear me? This thing got disconnected again. My breaker popped off again. Yeah. Uh, yeah, you can DM me the questions. Hopefully in the future I can kick off the VIP room like I want to, and then I won't be able to answer DMs because then I'll be only focused on VIP members. But yeah, as of now, yeah, I was very quiet right now on VIP. But as of now, yes, gold, goals, gold guys got my attention as of now. Let's see, Netflix tomorrow. Yes, so this could potentially bounce here. Um, Netflix has a lot of interactions with the 20. So to the downside, to the upside. So you would figure out that the first touch of it, you could potentially get a scalp, for longs. Either you cut the bottom and it doesn't go down from there, or you essentially see if or you can at least have the first reaction, right? The first time it touches, you have a small bounce, you can scalp it. Which is also a 32 retracement on the daily. Good one to watch out for today. I like this guy. That's fine. Anybody got anything else? You got homework, guys. Remember, you got homework. Check out small caps for possible loans. That'll help us, everyone, and then I'll see if we can find any quality setups within small caps. All right. Especially you, Okami. if you get to have the chance, that was much appreciated. Thank you for coming, guys, and I'll see you guys around. Love you, hugs and kisses. Cubito out.